What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I want to talk about what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and a couple of other tickers. Let me first mention that I am not a financial planner. Take nothing I say as financial advice. And then don't forget about the Weeble link. The offer ends at the end of June. If you deposit $500, you're guaranteed 20 free stocks. Now, when it comes to the market, I just want to say that there's not really a whole lot of data coming out for the rest of the day. There's also not much coming out, at least for Wednesday. So we have a quiet day, at least for data. So the question is, what's the market going to do from here? Honestly, guys, something very crazy is going on. So I'm going to pull up the 5 minute time frame and show you guys what I was thinking, about these moves. So when you look at SPY, right, what you'll see is that we kept getting rejected off this white trend line, right over here. See this big white trend line right here? We love to test it, reject, reject. It happened many times. So here we rejected, then we bounced, rejected, came back down. Here we rejected. So we actually got an initial rejection. That's what I thought was going to happen. We came close to it right here during the morning stand. We got this rejection all the way down to 542.5. But then for the past hour and a half, the bulls have stepped in. They're starting to push it back up. Now they're trying to break the trend line. So the bulls are starting to show some strength right here, especially as we're seeing Nvidia making a comeback and we're starting to see some tech getting bought back up. Now, could this be a temporary fake out? Are we about to see a big rug pull back down, or are we about to start pushing up higher? This depends on many different factors going into tomorrow. I do want to mention that SPY has a nice imbalance on the 4 hour, which does give this bullish potential now. So we could temporarily be seeing the bulls trying to defend. If you look at this 4 hour time frame here, it looks like SPY is trying to push back up on the 4 hour. It's actually gaining a little bit of strength. But I'll be watching 545. If we close above that, I think we're going to push higher tomorrow just a little bit more to try to fill this imbalance towards 546. And if we end up failing, if we end up coming back below this trend line, we lose 544, then yes, there's going to be another big dip coming. Overall, the buyers are actually looking a little bit stronger to me. The buyers look a little bit stronger, especially with these wicks forming. So they have somewhat of an edge. But just to be safe, we have to wait and see what happens going into tomorrow. So just to be clear, it looks like the market's kind of shifting a little bit. The buyers are gaining a little bit more strength, but don't be too convinced yet. Let's just be a little patient. Let's wait for close. If we do close above 544.5, this would give the buyers an edge. If we close below 544.5, then the sellers could still step in tomorrow. So I'm just waiting to see what that looks like. And then on top of that, we have to wait to see what the follow through move is tomorrow, because one little close above here does not guarantee anything. If we get a follow through move tomorrow, that'll give us the bigger picture. So wait for close, see if SPY closes above 544.5. If we do that, the buyers could have somewhat of an edge. If we don't do it, then the rug pull, we could still get rug pulled. So we'll just have to wait and see. Nvidia is pushing, but here's the thing about Nvidia. We're approaching this resistance right here at our 20 EMA. This green EMA over here at 126. That's going to be our resistance. Whereas we have support at around 123. So if we reject off 126, we're dipping back down to 123. If we break 126, we're going to be pushing back up towards, I would say we could get very close to 130 again on Nvidia, and the market could start squeezing. So we will see what Nvidia does here. We're actually testing this resistance at 126. The buyers are looking kind of strong, pushing Nvidia right back up. So it's a very interesting V-shaped recovery. Like we were down 6.6% yesterday, now we're back up 6.7% today. So pretty crazy stuff. So watch Nvidia's close. Do we close above 126.13 or not? If we do that, the market could push even more. For Tesla's getting bought back up as well, pushing up towards resistance around 188. If we break through this, we'll be pushing even higher for Tesla stock, all the way up towards 189 plus. So that has more potential in my personal opinion. And it's actually holding up very, very well. If we end up failing, if we reject off 188, we'll be dipping back down towards 185. But overall, Tesla's showing a lot of life when you zoom out, as once again, we have a nice inverse head and shoulders, and Tesla looks like it could, run very, very nicely. So it's looking more bullish to me, especially as we approach deliveries. Pretty good for Tesla. The IWM Russell 2000, I'm sorry, the QQQ, then the Russell 2000. I just want to mention that the QQQ is looking bullish right here. We've broken the 20 EMA. So the buyers stepped in. They actually defended things despite how bearish we looked yesterday. Things could shift in a second in the markets. That's how crazy sometimes it could be. So it looks like it's going to be testing about 480. If that breaks, 482 is coming. If we reject and we lose 479, we'll be dipping back down towards 478 and 476. So overall, if we close above 479, the QQQ is going to have more upside potential tomorrow. So the buyers will be once again defending again. For Apple, we're not looking that strong because we haven't broken 212 yet. If we break 212 tomorrow, we're going to be pushing higher. If we fail to do so, we could reject. So just wait and see. But overall, not bad. For Supermicro, we have a head and shoulders like structure. If we reject here, it's not looking as great. This is looking weak compared to the market because if we fail to break past 868, we could be looking for a big rejection. If we break that, we could be pushing. So I'll give this a little bit more time. For a few more like Bitcoin is trying to kind of balance right over here. We'll be looking at resistance at 62,250. If we break through this, we'll be looking for 63,000. If we reject here, we'll be dipping all the way down towards 60,500. So we'll have to give that some time. For the IWM, like I was saying, I said in the morning this is looking kind of weak. We actually hit 202 again, only to reject. So look at resistance at 200.6, support at 199. I think that this might dip a little bit lower. It's not looking as strong to me. I'm seeing some signs of weakness, at least on the chart. So it could dip a bit and just continue to consolidate, but watch for that very carefully. For Coinbase, we're looking more bullish. I think it might fill this gap to 125. There's a very good chance that's going to happen since we broke past 122. Amazon might retest. It could dip a little bit more tomorrow and retest 186, then bounce higher. It's still trying to hold up, so look for a dip and a bounce on Amazon. Meta is testing 510, looking more bullish to me. If it breaks this, I think 515 is coming. It looks more bullish. Microsoft is getting bought back up like crazy. We got a crazy green bar right here. So watch resistance at 450.5. If we break that, 452 is coming. If we reject it, we'll be dipping down to 448. But this looks a little bit more bullish to me. Google's also looking more bullish, hitting 185 as resistance. If this breaks, we'll push even higher. So it looks more bullish. GameStop is also holding up relatively well. If we lose 22, we're going to be dipping down to lower levels, but we could actually hold up, in my opinion. So we'll see if GameStop could hold 22.76. If we hold that, we could bounce. If not, it's going to continue to downtrend. So I want to be watching 22.76. If we bounce off here on GameStop, we're going to start to push up. And then AMC is filling this gap down to 4.3. I think we filled the gap already. So we'll see if AMC gets a bounce. Let's see if we can try to break past 4.5 to start it. I'm going to be watching for that as well. So let's wait, guys. Will SPY close above 544.5 or not? If we do it, this thing could start to bounce. If we fail to do so, we could reject. So we're just waiting to see. But let me just note that some tech stocks look a little bit more bullish. So we will see how this ends up playing out. I would say just wait for close, be very patient, and then we need to see what the follow through move is tomorrow. I'm kind of in the middle now. The bulls are stepping in, looking stronger, but this also depends on how we close today. So watch and see if we could close at this level. Does SPY hold 544.5 or not? If we do close above it, we're bullish, especially going into tomorrow. We will have the bulls having an edge. If we close below, we are going to see potentially some selling. So watch and see, guys. Do what you have to do, and I'll see you guys very soon in just a couple of hours. Thanks again, guys, and peace out.